everyone, my name is Natasha Belfort and this is Becoming Her Anyways. Today I really wanted to talk about toxic friendships because there have been a few situations that have happened to me recently that have made me really reevaluate what I want in a friendship and the kind of people that I want to be around. Recently I was meant to go out on an outing with these 3 people, right? And I had a falling out with one of the people in this group because basically this person had started being friends with me by wanting my advice because they had been going through a difficult time, trying to get away from this group of toxic people, right? And I spent a lot of my energy trying to help this person, right? Let's call her Katia. So I had not been friends with Katia previously, and she kind of sought me out because she was looking for a new life, right? She wanted to get rid of her friends and she just wanted to start new. So over the course of maybe 2 months, we actually became quite close to the point where we would text every day, we'd go out a lot, and actually really starting to enjoy her company. At first, I was quite do I really want to let this person into my space? Because I'm not really someone that likes to do that. But I allowed her in because I felt sorry for her and I thought, okay, maybe I can help you. Maybe I can, get you involved with my friends and maybe, you can live a good life. Because there was no reason why this woman couldn't have a good life, right? She had everything handed to her. All she needed was to stop sabotaging herself, right? So anyway, she actually went back to these toxic people and started hanging out with them again. And for me, that was it. Friendship over. I'm not going to help you because you asked me to. I'm not going to sit here and try to give you free therapy and you're going to go back to those people. I'm not doing it. It's not fair on me. The person that you're actually injuring the most is yourself, but that's not the point. I will not be involved in it. I will not help you again. I knew that. I was like, okay, we're done. So we basically just mutually decided that we didn't want to be friends anymore. We blocked each other and that was that. So there was an issue because there was a hangout with this group of people. So I told my friend who was in this group, who was the one who invited us to go out, I told her what had happened and she told me that she understood. She told me that she sympathized with me and she told me that she could see why I'd be so frustrated and why I didn't want to hang out with this person. So she told me that she was going to cancel this whole thing, that they weren't going to go out, right? The thing is, I actually felt very bad. And I said, I wouldn't mind still going because, I think we can be on mutual terms. But she was like, no, I'll cancel it. Cancel it, right? So anyway, I'm going on with my day and I'm at the gym and there's a shop opposite it. So I go to the shop to buy food. And I actually see this group of girls on the same day at the same time going to the same restaurant that I was meant to go to, but I was told that it was cancelled. By the way, I knew that they were going to that same place because they were on their way to the train station. And also I was told by multiple other people that they had gone without me. So guys, how did I react to this? Well, first of all, I was actually not surprised at all that this girl had done this to me because this girl had definitely, throughout my friendship with her, I've known her for years, she has shown signs of toxicity, right? In many ways, right? I think she also brought out the toxicity in me, honestly, especially when I was younger. And I'm not blaming her for me being friends with her, but that was definitely a horrible thing for her to do to me. And that was the first time that I ever really felt punched in the face by her. So I kind of had a breakdown and I was like, wow, this is so upsetting. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Because the stupid thing is I had told her why I had had this argument with this girl. And the thing is, I had not actually hurt the girl at all. I had not even messaged her. We just mutually, without even speaking, decided that we didn't want to be in each other's lives anymore. And my friend told me that she understood why I didn't want to be friends with Katia anymore. And so when I saw that, oh my goodness, guys, honestly, I was just so upset. And to this day, I'm not speaking to my friend. Guys, listen, I understand that, in some cases, you can talk your boundaries, you could talk it out, but guys, if this was a passive behavior, okay, but this is just the worst manifestation of it. And honestly, guys, I was so upset. I can't even tell you, I just felt so betrayed, especially since, I had tried to help Katia initially. The whole point of our friendship was me trying to uplift her. We were starting to, develop together because we'd both gone through, difficult things, especially with men, right? And I just felt like I deserved more than that, at least to even be given, a courtesy message or something. But the fact is, my friend chose Katia over me. And I've known my friend since I was a very young child, right? But she's known Katia for, maybe a year, 6 months. They hadn't been friends for a huge amount of time. And anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is, they didn't respect me. They uninvited me and went without me, despite the fact that the reason that I didn't go was because I wasn't going to accept the choices that she was making, Katia. I wasn't going to validate them. And she was upset about that. And she wanted to try to tell me that I was a hypocrite through other people, by the way. And she tried to say, all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I let her do it. It wasn't I was fighting with her. We were friends until she decided that she wanted to go back to who she was. And that was it. We didn't have any actual words between us. There was nothing. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have an argument. Nothing happened. So I felt like it was very unfair because all I did was try to help her because she asked me to help her. And when she decided that she wanted to go back to those toxic people, what was I supposed to do? just say, oh yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. Obviously not, because I gave up my time to help you. So guys, again, the title of this podcast is Becoming Her Anyways. So what did I do anyways, despite this, right? Guys, honestly, I did nothing, because I realized that this woman did not care about me. She didn't actually have any, compassion. She really disrespected me, and she didn't even have the courtesy to tell me. She also knows, by the way, what happened, because she's also been telling other people around my circle, and I've been hearing, oh, this person told me this, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. But she knows exactly what she did. So there's no point me communicating and saying, and what was I supposed to say? Oh, please, next time, don't lie to me and tell me that it's cancelled when you're really inviting me. It doesn't work. And there was just nothing I could do anymore. And yeah, I've been friends with her for years, but what have I got to show to this friendship? She uninvited me from a group hangout and told me that it was cancelled. I mean, that is the biggest disrespect, not even to be honest. Like, do you know what I mean? It was very, very upsetting for me, and I found it very hard, honestly, because I just also lost my friendship with Katia, which I think was also a little bit difficult, like, for me to deal with, because, we'd actually come to be quite good friends. So guys, honestly, like, what can I learn from this, and what can you learn from this? I think the first thing to note is that not everyone has a good heart like you guys do. In this life, people will betray you. That is a fact, okay? You are going to meet someone who is going to do something behind your back. It's not your fault. It's because, obviously they masquerade as this really amazing person, and then later on you realize they don't have any sense of loyalty. When this happens, guys, you can't blame yourself. You just have to say, okay, I'm not going to be friends with it anymore. If you allow this person to stay in your life and they do this to you again, then you are at fault. You have to see it the first time. Guys, this is why I'm saying I'm at fault too, because honestly, I should have known that she would do this. I should have absolutely known, but I didn't want to really believe it until I had to physically see it. So the universe put it in front of my eyes and showed me who this person really was. By chance, by the way. So it was a very upsetting thing for me. But guys, honestly, like, I think it just made me appreciate the people around me more who didn't betray me and wouldn't do something like this. I feel like you guys have to realize that there are lots of people in your life that you're going to have to let go of. And if you don't, this is the result. You're going to get backstabbed, and it's going to be your fault because you didn't see it the first time. You didn't believe it the first time. You guys need to evaluate people by their actions, not by what they tell you, okay? That's the most important thing I can tell you, because anyone can say anything, but not everyone will show up for you, okay? My best friend, she would never have acted like this. In a million years, she would have chosen me, first of all, but she never would have replaced me or lied to me like this. And if she did, it wouldn't be my fault, because she's never done that to me, ever. And it made me appreciate my friendship with my best friend more, because I was like, wow, like, she would never, ever, ever do this to me. Guys, it's honestly better to be alone than to have these kind of friends, because what kind of friendship is this? Lying and, like, going behind each other's backs? It's just, what kind of friendship is that? Do you know what I mean? I feel like you guys have to realize that a lot of people don't deserve to be in your life, and they're just feeding off of your energy. They're like energy vampires. They suck everything out of you, the whole life out of you, and then they just go along and pretend everything's fine. And it's too normalized. Like, toxic relationships in this culture this time was too normalized, especially like TVs. Like, look at Gossip Girl, right? Like, Blair and what's her name? Forgot her name for a second. Serena. They're the most toxic friendship, but it's one of the most glamorized. And guys, honestly, like, I feel like we need to actually stop allowing society to feed us these stupid lies that, oh, sometimes relationships are hard. Friendships are not hard. It's not difficult to be a good friend. It's not. I understand relationships. It's difficult to be a good partner sometimes, I understand that, because, close proximity, there's a lot of emotions, blah, blah, blah. I don't get. Friendship is easy. Friendship is just two people coexisting and enjoying each other's energy. And I understand that nothing's perfect, but that was an act of disrespect towards me. That, to me, showed me that she does not care about me. It doesn't matter that afterwards she tried to pretend that everything was good. It doesn't matter. She disrespected me blatantly, and I would be a fool if I did not believe her, if I did not believe that I am not the priority and that she does not care about me. And to this day, she doesn't care. Like, she's messaged me and reached out, but, like, I've kind of just ignored it, honestly, because I won't interact with it. What am I supposed to say? Oh, yeah, we're all good. Like, obviously not. You know why? Because I would be betraying myself. I would be saying that I'm less important than she is. Guys, sometimes you have to hold people accountable, because until you do, you're going to internalize that blame, that shame, that hurt that you feel. You're going to think that it's because of you. There was a time when I was suppressing things that someone had done to me, right? There was someone I was very close to, and this person betrayed me. Another one, right? A different person, different story, right? I'm not going to go into it. But I suppressed it for ages because I had to, because we were in very close proximity. The second that that person was out of my life, because we no longer, were in the same spaces anymore, I actually managed to release myself of that shame and internal guilt and this internal blame, when I actually put that blame on that person, and whereas that person had wronged me, had completely and utterly walked all over my boundaries in front of my face, right? And then pretending like everything was good. when I finally got that out of me and put that blame on that person and realized I don't like this person anymore, I no longer felt bad about myself. I felt like I could direct that, not anger, I suppose. I mean, at first it was anger, but later on I could direct that upset to that person and blame that person and hold them accountable for what they did and cut them out of my life. Now, listen, obviously this doesn't work if you were the one who did something wrong, but to me, I had been wronged. And it's okay to admit in certain situations when actually you are the victim. And I know that I always say don't have a victim mindset. There is a difference between being a victim, like someone who's done something to you, and having a victim mindset where because something has been done to you, then you can't do this and you can't do that. Okay, what I'm talking about is I was hurt because someone hurt me, but because I couldn't actually get it out, I internalized it. So guys, honestly, hold people accountable in your life. When they do something specific to you, hold them accountable and evaluate in your mind, does this person even belong to in my life? Like, do they even deserve to be here? I'm a good person. I would never ever treat them like this. So why are they treating me like this? Why is it okay when they do it to me, but it's not okay if I do it to them? Why is that? Guys, we've got to reevaluate our friendships. You know what? Biggest controversy, right? It doesn't matter how many years you've been friends with someone. It doesn't matter if you know their family, if you know this person, whatever memories you've had. If this person today is disrespecting you on purpose, and it's not just like a one-off mistake, it's literally a pattern of behavior where this person is showing you in front of your eyes, I do not respect you, I do not like you, but they're saying, oh, I love you, and let's go out and let's do this, but their actions show you, I couldn't care less about you. Guys, you gotta be blind if you can't see that. Be honest. You know what, guys? Be honest with yourselves, okay? If you have a shitty friend in your life, be honest. I have a shitty friend in my life. If you want to accept that, then guys, it's your life. But at least don't lie. Don't say you have a good friendship if you don't. If someone has treated you in that way, in the way that I was treated, guys, it's not a friend. It's not a friend. Where's the friendship? Where's the enjoyment in spending company with this person? Do you know what I mean? How are you ever going to trust this person? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like at the end of the day, this happens to everyone, but not everyone deals with it in the correct way. I'm telling you, if someone treats you like that, you cut them off. You don't give them the time of day because they have shown you with their actions, we don't care about you. We don't like you. That's it. It doesn't matter what they've said. It does not matter. If what they do does not align with what they say, guys, that is your answer, your final answer. They don't like you. And honestly, for me, it was my final answer. This girl that I was friends with for years, she did not respect me, okay? She sided with Cassia, despite the fact that she knew I was in the right. And that was that for me. So honestly, guys, what can we learn from this? Be so careful with who you let into your friendships. Guys, you have to be so, clear-minded. You have to be open-minded. You have to say, this person is good right now, but they could betray me. Always be prepared, okay? Listen, you know how I know my best friend would betray me? It's because she had the same test. The same test that another one of my friends failed. The same test. Not by me, by the way. I didn't create this test. Someone else created it for me. Someone else who I was not in contact with created indirectly this little test to see, oh, is this person actually my friend? Are they actually loyal to me? My best friend passed it. My best friend, she had the opportunity to betray me like everyone else did. This whole group of girls, they all betrayed me. She had the opportunity. She said no. And what does that tell you? That tells me that she loves me and that she actually respects me as a person. Now, again, there is a difference between someone making a mistake. No one's perfect. Someone is probably, in a friendship, maybe going to say something to you that's going to, rub you the wrong way. And that's fine. But you can be honest with yourself. Use your common sense. Is that like a mistake or is that a pattern that you've only just spotted? Because, guys, you know what? You don't understand that if you allow yourself to be with these toxic people, you become toxic too. You are who you hang out with. You are what you watch, what you consume, who you listen to, and who you hang out with. That makes up a huge amount of your personality. You are who you hang out with, okay? If you're in a friend group of people who, all smoke, right, you're going to start smoking eventually. It happens. That's reality. If you are with toxic people and you're friends with toxic people and you're in a friendship group with them and you think you're different, you're not. You're not. Because if you were different, you wouldn't be in that group. If you were not one of them, you wouldn't be in this group. You act like them too, but you just are not self-conscious enough. You're not self-aware enough to see it. But guys, listen, honestly, biggest advice I would tell you, stay away from toxic people. Be alone. Go to Pilates, go to the gym, stay away from these people because they're energy vampires and they want to take advantage of you and they don't care about you. And if they cared about you, you wouldn't be listening to this right now thinking of specific people, okay? I'm not thinking of my best friend when I talk about this, okay? Because my best friend would never do this to me. And I know this because, like I said, she had a test, right? There was an opportunity for her to backstab me. And we weren't even that close at the time, by the way. This is why I became my best friend. Because I was like, you know what? You're amazing. Okay? You are better than all these people. Because all these people who I have developed relationships with have betrayed me for one day, right? For one hangout. And you didn't. And not to say that, she's special, but I'm saying, I mean, to be honest, to me, she is. I love her. But honestly, guys, like, if you have toxic friends in your life, you're just, the only person you're hurting is you. You're literally self-sabotaging. Why are you friends with these people? They don't like you. Be honest. They don't like you. They don't care about you. They couldn't care less about you. Okay? So get rid of them. It doesn't matter. You can send them a long message if you want, but honestly, the easiest thing to do is just to fucking block them or just ignore them. Like, don't answer their messages. Don't go out with them. Don't talk to them. Okay? Toxic friends are what is going to completely sabotage your life, because you're going to be focusing so much on them, and all of this time that you could be spending on a project or, studying or doing something actually valuable with your time is gone. It's gone because of these horrible people. Don't allow these people to take your life from you, because they will. If you give them the opportunity, they will. Sorry, guys, I got very passionate today because honestly, I am struggling a bit with this right now. It was a bit of a difficult thing for me, especially as I was friends with this girl for such a long time, that she could do this to me. And something recently triggered this event in me again. And I just kind of had to talk about it with you because, like I said, guys, becoming her anyways. I will be her despite this. I will not care. I will not allow these people to make me into a bad person. And I don't care what they say about me. Honestly, they can say whatever they want. I don't care. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Natasha Belfer, and this is Becoming Her Anyways.